Hi everybody, this is Teri from Sweet Pea Papers, the Sweet Pea Papers Facebook group, the Junk Journal Tutorials and More Facebook group, and the Junk Journal and Paper Crafts Facebook group. Now, I'd like to welcome you to our collaboration, Mandy from SunflowersAndDors and mine, Teri from Sweet Pea Papers. There's no hyphen, just pretend like it says Teri. A Stitch in Time. The hashtag for the collaboration is hashtag Stitch in Time. There's no A. And it's going to run for the month of September. For the first 3 weeks of the month, there's going to be 3 challenge videos, or 3 challenges with 3 inspiration videos. And there's also going to be freebies every Sunday. So the videos and the freebies come out on Sunday. The challenge runs from the next day, Monday through Saturday. Okay, there's a giveaway on August 30th, and there's a chance to win a kit from SunflowersAndDors. There'll be 3 kits given away from Sweet Pea Papers and 3 kits given away from Junk Journal Fix with SunflowersAndDors, which are our Facebook groups. Okay, now my other 2 Facebook groups are not included in this collaboration. So if you post in those 2 groups, that's wonderful, and you'll get some great exposure and meet some new friends. However, just use the hashtag Stitch in Time in Sweet Pea Papers when you post, and that will get you an entry into the drawing, okay? So just a couple things real quick. If you want to know all the details on how to enter and all that good stuff, just go to one of our 2 Facebook groups, and of course all the links you need are going to be below the video. And go to the events tab or page, and you can click on that week's event and read everything about what's going on and get the links to the 2 videos. Plus the videos will be posted in the groups as well when they're up on Sundays. I'm scheduling mine because Mandy's in the UK. She's 9 hours ahead of me, so I have scheduled mine to post at 12:15 a.m. Pacific time. So that'll be 9:15 a.m. UK time. Okay, so you can figure that out in between. Eastern is 3 hours ahead of me. So that'll be 3 a.m. On the East Coast, 2 a.m. in Central, and 1 a.m. Mountain Time for all of you that live in Denver. Okay, let's see. Facebook groups told you that. And the freebies will be available so that everybody can join in. But if you want to use the freebies and the kit, A Stitch in Time, that Mandy has made, then you can go to the SunflowersAndDors Etsy shop. Remember, Doors is 10, D-O-R-S, not doors. And get the kit there for 25% off for the month of September. There's no code needed. Now, unfortunately, Mandy still can't sell to the EU or Northern Ireland. However, the free challenge papers are here for you so that you can still participate in the drawing and everything without purchasing the kit. Everybody can participate without purchasing the kit, but you've got so much more to play with, you know, if you get the kit. Okay, see this challenge schedules and all that on Sundays for the events, in the events. And that's that for that. Okay, this is video 6 in our series, and we've gotten all this done. We've gotten these 2 done, or 3 done. Today we're going to do these 2, number 11 and hopefully number 12. All of them are fairly straightforward, and we should be able to get all of them done. Okay, so we're going to do the same thing on this side as we did with this side, where we've got the one continuous image that goes all the way down when you take the cards out. Only on this side, we're going to use belly bands. Now, we're going to use a postcard on the top, and then we're going to use our project, our second project from week 1 on the bottom. Okay? Actually, it's going to go this way. Because So that's what we're going to do there. 12 is going to be a straightforward picture. And then 13 is a pocket page. So I don't know that we'll get 13 done. 12. I mean, 12 is a pocket page. We may not get that finished because I haven't set aside papers for pockets. I thought I would have enough scraps, but I'm not sure that I do. Yeah, I don't. I'll have to figure something out. Yep. All I have are these little scraps. This is it so far. That's it. That's all I have so far. So we'll have to make some more scraps. Okay, so we're going to put this over here, and this over here. We're going to start on this. We've got to narrow it down, remember? So we're going to take it off this side. Now, let me move it over a little bit more. I'm listening to the 70s on 7. Oh, no. I'm listening to the Top 1000 Classic Rock Hits. Station 553 on Sirius XM, if you're listening to Sirius XM. And it's a little narrower on the right. That gets us the width we want so we can see the stitches on both sides. And again, we're going to do this like we did the first one anyway, and they're playing Come Sail Away. An awesome song if there ever was one. We're going to ink that and put it on the top. Rough it up a little bit. Anyway, I like to listen to the Top 1000. I like to listen to the 70s on 7. And the 60s on 6. There's a classical station that I like. I think it's 78. I don't know. If you have Sirius XM, believe it or not, you can go to their website and you can download a copy of the stations. That's what I did. And then I highlighted the numbers next to the ones I liked so that I can just look at the list real quick and say, oh, I want to listen to classical music today. Or for now today. Let's make sure our edge is down over the magnet. Okay. Magnets are kind of close to the edge on these because they're narrower. Now we're going to take this paper. We're going to line it up. Well, it'll line up when we glue it down. But we want it to You want it to go down to there. Chalk pencil. Let's ink this one up and get it on there. I think the hardest part is going to be making pockets. On the next page, because I don't have any scrap paper. I'm going to have to cut up some paper. Maybe we'll use some collage paper at the bottom, one of the collage pages. I love that noise, but you guys probably don't. You know what I mean? When it pops on the corner. You know, these buttons on here, yeah, because we'll slide it in without the buttons. We'll leave the buttons on one end. So it may have to go in backwards. To me, backwards is facing the left or facing the right. Oh, I know what the problem is. The stamps are at different distances away. Okay. Now we need almost the right height. So we'll just cut the height, and then we'll just cut 2 widths for our belly bands and make them the same. And I'm thinking 1.5 inches. It's not a very big place that we have to cover. I put on my Amazon list acetate. You can get it by the pad. It's actually overhead projector film. You want to get a little bit thicker, which I think is the 0.7 mil. Because you don't want it to be as thin as the stuff they put on check envelopes and things like that. You want it to be a little bit thicker. If you want to, you can get the kinds you can print on with your printer, which is, I think I'm going to look into that. I may not get the kind that I have in my cart right now. I might get the kind you can print on. That would be kind of neat. That may not be wide enough. Yeah, it's not. Okay, we're going to have to do this one. A little Fabri-Tac. All right. Oh, we can't use a magnet. Let's put this back on. We're going to have to use a Velcro dot or a hook and loop closure. Sorry. And we'll put it so the white side is on this one. Maybe we'll put it where it looks like one of the buttons. There we go. We'll put it right where that center button is. And we want the buttons facing out. And we probably should have it the other way. So the big buttons are not facing the middle. Okay. Does that mean this postcard isn't going to fit? No, the postcard's not going to fit either. Cut up that nice piece of S tape for nothing. So we'll just have to use something narrower like a tag. Let's get those belly bands back out. There's the one with the glue on it. We've got lots of tags. Surely we have one that fits, and don't call me Shirley. Let's put the postcard back. I really like this postcard too. We'll use it on the other page. We've got some more postcards as well. I made some cards, which we're going to use on the next, oh no, here they are. These are extra pockets that I printed out that were misprints because I have a version of Adobe Acrobat that will suck the JPEGs out and put them in a folder for me. So I don't have to scroll through the PDF to find what I want to print. It's a really old version, so don't look for it. It's from 2003. And it still runs on my Windows 11, so there you go. But I have the new one too. Anyway, when I sucked the pictures out, it made the images for the pockets that are the gusseted pockets not have the cutout corner. So what I did was I just cut the curved part off the top, and I made cards out of them. So which postcard was I going to use? The one with the 3 dresses. Here we go. So that'll fit. And that should fit too. So we'll put those 2 in there. So that worked out well. So that shows you how you can turn a misprint into something that you can use. All right, let's get this one glued on the top. That's all right. That still looks kind of cool without anything, you know, cutting it in half. I should have known with those round sides. Oh, and I'll show you, in case you didn't see the challenge video. These, this one, uh-oh. Oh, I put this on backwards. Silly. Anyway, this one has a tag that comes out. And it's scalloped because it's the other end of a, oh no, because it is a tag that was made that way. Or was it? No, I cut it. Oh, I narrowed it. That's what I did. I made it narrower so that it would fit in here. Okay, let's see if I can get this done correctly this time. Yes. Duh. Okay. Let's ink these. Now that we're going to use them. That's why this one has a little corner like that. Like that image a lot. Oh, I mean, I like all of them. Oh, we don't want to put the green with the green. Where did those little tags go? I didn't realize I don't want to do the green dress on both. That would be silly. Why not take advantage of the other great images? Oh, did I ink the back of that? No. And I can't remember if I inked the next page or not, and if I didn't, I apologize because I could have done it ahead of time. Can't use this one either. We're going to have to use this one. Because this is going to be the image on this page. Alright, let's try that one more time. Oops, we don't want to put it down into the glue. I'm going to put that up into the glue. There we go. Okay. Now for this one, all we're going to do is put this image on. And no, I didn't ink it. Gosh darn it. The inking video. Trying not to get all those little dust thingies off of the sponge onto the paper. Kind of inking over the floor because, you know, it's always better to have it on the floor than it is on the table where you can clean it up. Well, you can vacuum the floor too, don't get me wrong. You could. If you were so inclined. I have a problem with adulting. Can't do adult things very often. Well, mainly, you know, because of my back and my ankles and my hands. But, needless to say, I get around just fine. It's just that heavy lifting. Vacuuming, cleaning the tub. I'm so short now, reaching the cabinets. Oh, the kitchen counters are above my waist. Oh, I didn't trim this down for the... All right. We'll wait for the glue to dry, and then it's going to be this. Because this is too wide anyway, because this is a narrower page. What a silly willy. All right, we'll let that glue dry so I can put it in the paper trimmer, and we'll do this page. We've got postcards. So we've got postcards. We've got spool cards. We've got these cards. We have tags. And we have all of these cards that we can pick from to put in our pockets. Now all I have to do is pick papers for the pockets, and we need to cut the paper down so the stitching shows on either side. I know it goes the other way, but I'm going to cut the trim off. Since there's no trim on one side, we might as well whack the trim off on the other side. Let's just cut the trim off and see where we're at. I could go like this. Yeah, it looks like this is the trim. Yeah, that looks better anyway. No trim on either side. Okay, now let's ink this puppy. And we're gonna put our hook and loops away where they belong. Because you know, everything has to be just so, or it cannot create in a messy table. Some people, that's their most creative, you know, they pick from this and that and the other, and they have piles of stuff or bins with things in them, and my bins are all behind me. They have lids, they're stacked, and they're labeled. Doesn't matter, we're going to cover it anyway. So, we can use nothing from over here. Oh, I thought I had a piece had a little piece that I could use as a pocket. Put this across the bottom. It isn't the whole width though. I'd like to go the whole width because then it will be easier for me. We could do these two as pieces on the bottom, though we'll have to wait and see. Okay, here we go. Because all we're going to see is the tops. There's one. And to make it for two, and put one different one in the center. Let's see what we've got here. See if we can find a page we know we're not going to use. Didn't we use this on the front cover? So I think, and we used this as well. So I think what I'll do is cut that page in half. I don't want to use that one. I want to use this one. It's white on the back. Cut for pockets. It's okay that this is the same as this because we're going to go all the way across. And this is going to be the middle pocket. Yeah. I'm thinking, what if we cut it here and have those little buttons sticking up as one of the pockets? Wouldn't work. It's too small to be a middle pocket. We could do it up to here. Well, let's do our tallest pocket first. So I'm going to make it where you can put the card in the back all the way down. First thing we're going to do is we need to make them narrower, don't we? How could that be the same? That is so weird. One of the two is crooked a little bit. I mean, we're not going to use the whole thing. So let's go, see, this is 8.5. Let's go 6. Go 6 inches. See if we have enough room to put our tag in. We do. I'm not going to worry about it being a smidge wider. I'll flip it over and trim it. I do worry about it being narrower and crooked. Wait a minute. Oh, we're fine. All right, 6, 5. I had to flip the paper around and decide what image I want to show out the top. Yeah, that one's too wide. See how close I am by eyeballing it. Smidge more. Just being conservative. I think it's still, I don't think I took enough. Yeah. No measuring. All right, 6'5". And it's still wider. That's all right. We're going to glue the pockets together before we put them on the page anyway. So that way we can trim them. 6'5", 4, and then we'll do some sort of a decoration. Where are the ones I set aside? Oh, they're up at the top. Let's use this too. See what we can use. And then 4 inches of the blue again. Yeah. It's going to cover this up. What if we did 3.5? Where would that get us? Uh-oh. Five. Yeah, we still wouldn't see any of this. Okay. We're just not going to see it. I'd rather do 4. Give us much more room at the bottom. So let's do 4. I'm going to put it down that far. Okay, I want to put the tags here. So the top of this one's going to go here. This one's going to go here. And this one's going to go here. And obviously it's going to go just a hair above to cover the line I just drew. Okay. So let's do the pockets. Get them all inked up and everything. Well, the top's on the left side. Because we're going to have to trim a little bit on the right. I just did it all the way around. Oh well. I don't even need the bottoms inked. Oh, I did need the bottom of that one inked, but Okay. And we want to glue this one to this one. We only want to glue the sides. So we want this to go to here. A little bit up. So we can go, oh, just above the bottom. See, this is why you don't want to ink over the top with the glue. Just on either side. That way makes gluing that way makes the pockets go all the way down. Which actually, with our tags that we have, don't really want to do that, do we? Just the one in the back. So, let's do this. Where's my line? Is this the bottom one? No. Where's the line? Okay. I will glue across the bottom here. And then I will re-glue the sides here. That's why I couldn't find the line, because it goes this way. Oh, we've only got a minute left. So we'll finish this up in the next video, and because we're going to do some stuff across the bottom, and then I will have the rest of the pages picked out and ready to go. Okay? All right. I will see you then, and thanks for hanging out with me, and don't forget to watch the challenge videos on Sundays, the first 3 Sundays of the month, and get your freebies too. Okay? All right, I'll see you then. Bye.